Hey guys, this is Macleod123, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Series, where I go on adventures with friends and stuff. And the intro is more of a non-applicable at this point in time, because I mean, when was the last time drummer JT appeared? Anyways, we're back, and if you haven't noticed, based on the last 3-4 episodes, whatever it was, being completely creative mode, time-lapsing all of this terrain out here, which I will address the new terrain out here in a second. That wasn't done in a video. So I guess first, just because for tradition's sake, we're going to just throw on some equipment and grab the stuff out of the ender chest. This is not an ender chest, this is a trap chest. Anyways, just put this back over here. So anyways, also, we have here's a new chest out here. This is basically what we're going to be needing, because I thought I'd do a little bit of terrain live, and that terrain is going to be done... Where is it? It's going to be done over here. We're basically going to rip all of this, just this entire area out, basically. And yes, I will be getting to this new terrain here in a second, but first, welcome to the Hall of Friends shout-out thing. I forgot how to do this, it's been so long. Origin, I think that's how you say his name. I swear I added him at one point. Like, I must have during like, I don't know, a video where something exploded and I had to exit without saving, or I just exited without saving accidentally and then redid it off camera, something like that. But and although, yes, he was the MC360 Genie, unless I added him in a previous episode, I don't see him anywhere on any of these signs. I swear I thought I added him. But, you know what, justice has been done today. And he is one of the most active people when it comes to the Adventure Series things, and also he's probably the only person that even notices when I post anything like Adventure Series, I guess you could say teasers on Twitter, things like that. So he's just, I don't know. We have in DM chat sometimes. So I mean, you know, I'd say he deserves to be in this. I don't know. I thought I added him earlier, but I didn't. So I feel kind of bad about that. So hey, welcome to the Hall of Friends, Origin. And as you can tell, we have new terrain, and I guess this video is going to be mainly me addressing the new terrain from a ground level walking normal Adventure Series episode perspective. And also, yes, the path, I will be getting to this in a second. So I guess I'm just going to kind of walk through. Hey, intro. How about that? Then this would be, we'll just walk through. This is what the new walking out of the house in the back looks like. So you have the new lighthouse in the corner. You'd run by Hall of Friends or something. And now we got a little river. You would run over this, some rocks, leaves, dead bush. Also, I love this view. Just this terrain over here on the coastline. I love this terrain. It's probably my favorite terrain I've done. Like, maybe only, I don't know, on a terrain rating scale from how much of a favorite it is, it's probably literally like right behind the Pigopolis Mountains. I forget I even do that sometimes. So anyways, yes, we have a little bit of a new pattern that to be mixed in with the flat, boring, just infinite flat land of, hardened clay. So now we have we're mixing it in with some coarse dirt, some leaves, some rocks, some dead bush, etc. But also you may notice the path. The path looks extremely different, but also sort of similar. So I guess what I would be able to call it, actually, I had to remake all of my equipment because I accidentally cleared it when I was doing something originally, but I was able to keep my bow in my chest, and now I have a mending infinity bow, which is something that is literally exclusive to this world at this point in time. So I'm just gonna break into my own house and grab some arrows so I can shoot stuff. This is the new terrain that I did. I didn't do a time lapse because I know people have been getting sick of time lapses. So, take off. Can I take off? Oh, Wi-Fi root. How about that? How about that for an old reference? I added the whole kind of barrier. You would see a barrier around the whole top layer. Looks kind of boxed in if you look at it from the top. And then I added some things basically similar to what I did in the normal mesa area. So, except this time it looks a lot more alive because it has like grass everywhere rather than just sand and dead bush. So it's got actual grass. We've got some leaves, coarse dirt, rocks, etc. So, yeah, this area is, I don't know. I don't like this area nearly as much as I like what I got going on in the mesa area. So, anyway, so this terrain is, I am still kind of playing with it. I'm still kind of messing around with the modern looking terrain. So, I guess I'm going to just jump back up. And I was rebuilding the path because I wanted to, while doing all this, you know how that one little cut grass effect, I guess that's what I would call it, because like sometimes you see when your neighbor's mowing the lawn and then you see the lines get weird. It's like you can see the darker shade and then the lighter shade, darker shade, lighter shade, darker shade, lighter shade, etc. I wanted to kind of mirror that to make it look kind of, well, not crazy like a normal grass texture, but kind of like, you know, smooth-ish a little bit. But we still kind of maintain a little bit of that, I don't know, crazy-ish looking texture from the green wall. So I was rebuilding the path, and I was like, maybe this is an opportunity to make like a modern-ish looking version of the checkerboard path over here. So I just kind of took the dark oak junglewood pattern that I've already had going on for, I don't know, the longest time. How long have I been using this type of path? Since episode 14, I'd bet. I think that's when Hall of Friends over there was established. Anyways, so I kind of tried to take a little spin on that pattern design and make it kind of like that. So I don't know. This area here, I think it fits. I think it fits. But I tried to mirror it over to here, but the main issue I'm running into is 2 block wide paths. Because we have the 2 block wide path going across the little stream, the river, whatever it's called. We have the 2 block path going over to the game area, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with this anymore, honestly. It might go, honestly, but I don't know. There's still one build I do want to build that I had in my testing world, so yeah. Anyways, this area I'll come back to in a second, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna probably recreate all of the, go back through, do all the checkerboard pattern all over again, so it'll be replaced essentially for nothing. So yeah. Also yeah, we got yeah, I added in the detail. No, I know I broke it. I broke a dead bush. I know. Here, let's put that in my inventory. So yeah. So the terrain is becoming a bit weird. So I'm thinking, like, after I build more and more shops out in this area, like near the graveyard, the portal building, whatever, like, that's when I'm going to start adding the terrain similar to over here as a, like, everywhere on this half of the mesa. And also this island here with the, what's it called, a sand temple, desert temple, whatever. Eventually we're going to be doing something with the desert temple, renovating the little terrain around the island, renovating the temple itself, etc. So that's kind of what's in the book at the moment for what I want to do. So yeah, and then there's this area which I'm thinking I'm gonna add trees back because I kind of liked the trees. They actually added a little bit of height. It looked a little bit more natural. But I'm going to be doing this kind of effect all over this. Originally, this was all just solid just path block, just a bunch of path block. So now it's all coarse dirt, and eventually we're going to mix it. We're going to mix in a bunch of we're going to mix in some path block. We're going to mix in some leaves, dead bush, rocks, you know, because that's the new adventure series terrain, just rocks, leaves, and dead bush, I guess, if you want to summarize it that fast. So that is kind of what is being planned. I'm trying to re-terraform everything. Imagine this is an extension from, remember when I did the update videos on where I'd show off the progress on how much of the world I had turned into the mesa biome. So imagine this is just an extension of that, but I'm making it look better than a normal mesa biome. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess I should get on with what I wanted to actually kind of do in this episode, which would be coming over here to kind of rip out all of this terrain. Because if you kind of see, we got little diamond block guideline thing over here. I want to continue this little beach-ish area because we kind of got a little bit of, you know, sand. We got some sandstone slabs, kind of like what's it? Where is it? Where was the example? Over here. We have the sandstone slabs, whatever, just kind of making the terrain look all smooth. Also, yeah, the lighthouse. Eventually I'm going to redo the interior, presumably. And I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything, but I've been kind of like the terrain. I've been wowing more at the terrain than the house as of late. So House V3? No, we're not doing a version 3 yet. Anyways, I guess we should get started on this little project. This was a little area where I was going to try to do like redstone things because, I mean, I don't have a redstone testing world. I don't think me of all people would ever need a redstone testing world because I don't do redstone. I'm not a redstone person. I'm more of a building person. That's, if you're trying to find redstone, go yell at Dr. Mem. I've said that a lot recently. So, anyways, I just kind of thought, you know, we don't really need this. And this whole little extra bit of terrain that kind of just sticks out is a bit weird anyways, so do we really need this here? So, anyways, I'm just gonna place that back. So I'm just gonna we're gonna go through and we're gonna just remove the entire fence thing. Just because it's not really needed. And then we're gonna go wipe out all of the terrain and then replace it with sand and then make it all smooth beach-ish. Because eventually I'm gonna try to make like some sort of tropical beach-ish area around this half of the world. So I want to try a whole bunch of types of terraforming. So beach is gonna be one of them, and I gotta have an area where I'd kind of want to do it, and I don't think a redstone area is gonna be necessarily the most beneficial to adventure series as a whole. So this is kind of why this whole little area is trying to go. And if I do ever do redstone, it's probably gonna be, I don't know, messy, like the redstone in the laboratory build, which is underneath the house. That's all pretty messy redstone. I mean, we don't have the neatest redstone going on, so I'm not the redstone guy. So yeah, that's kind of why this whole little area is being just demolished. Also, I never really liked this whole little peninsula here. Like, if you may have recalled, at one point there was a spruce wood bridge going from here to here. I had no idea how to connect that little bridge up to the rest of the path. Also, I kind of put this farm here just because I think, you know, it's kind of cool. So, anyways, yeah, we're just gonna, just keep removing. We're gonna remove this little, I don't know, what would this be called? The little, this main little bit that sticks out from the peninsula, just so we don't have to deal with it anymore, because it's, I mean, really, I think I've probably removed this and then re-added it, removed it, re-added it, remove it, re-added it. So, like, a bunch of times. Actually, no. That's a different peninsula. There's a bunch of peninsulas in Adventure Series that just exist and then don't exist. Like, if you look on the map of Adventure Series in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see, like, the lighter the blue, the lower the sea level. So, like, I need to take off. Like, right over here, you see this? You see this? This entire peninsula. Originally, originally the lighthouse was going to be there instead of there. So, I don't know. Although I'm probably going to, eventually, maybe I'm going to add, like, an island or something here, or just lower the sea level. Just because, like, not lower the sea level. Whatever, reverse global warming? No, what's it? Deepen the sea level so that this whole area isn't just 1 block deep. And then this whole... Oh, stupid. This whole area over here is also just 1 block deep. So, also, this kind of gives me an opportunity to have a mini topic to rant about while I destroy everything. So I'm just gonna fly back over before I start. That the stone brick outlines that you may have just seen while I did the time-lapse episodes for those of you who actually watch the series still. So, you may have seen the time-lapses that have the random little bits of stone brick in the water, which was kind of outlining where the lowest point... That was kind of outlining where the lowest points in the water were. So it was kind of like, oh, hey, this is where the 1 block area is gone. So, yeah. I was going to have, like, an idea for, like, a huge mega project idea. Which, I mean, it'd be interesting, but here's the catch. I wouldn't know what to do with the space. Because it could be a mega project, it could just be, more land that's empty. Because, I mean, we kind of got that whole, I guess you could say, lower plateau of Adventure Series. The, what's it? Just the area with only the graveyard and the portal. This whole area. I mean, I have a huge map of the Adventure Series future town layout in my room above my TV screen. I can look up when the lights are on and say, oh, that's where that's gonna go. So I do have planned buildings, but I mean, there's still a couple of areas that don't have anything designated. So, I mean, there's still... Let me rephrase some things. There's a bunch of area that I have to build, but I wouldn't know what to build in the area that I could build in. And that's kind of stupid, because I mean, you have space to build, but you don't know what to build. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, I want to come up with more ideas. Also, I think eventually this whole area that's, I don't know, not self-consciously, just consciously, not, what's the word? My mind just automatically named it just the modern area due to the little, I don't know, the grass pattern I described earlier. So, the modern area, I kind of want to expand off of the 10x10 shops. I kind of want to have the main Mesa area as 10x10 shops, the house, the main hub of Adventure Series. And then branching off would be the modern area, and then the Mumbo area, the games area. And for those of you who don't know, the Mumbo area is the swamp in the bottom left-hand corner of the map in the bottom left-hand corner. So, it's really small on the map. But you can kind of see the drone, the jumble. And speaking of Hermitcraft, here we go. This is where I turn into a ranting person. Hermitcraft Season 6 has recently began. So that's all well and exciting. Mumbo's doing a giant snow globe looking thing as a base. And that kind of, I don't know. He has the season. I have the season 3 base. I have part of the season 4 base, and none of the season 5 base. So I'm kind of thinking of maybe just, I don't know, either catching up on one specific base, only doing one specific base, or just ditching the project entirely, kind of. Although I'd rather kind of just, I don't know. I want to continue doing the, Mumbo builds replicating. But I mean, eventually it's just gonna be weird. It's not weird. Like, I don't know how many more I can fit in that just area of swamp. So yeah, that's just kind of been in the back of my mind as of late. Just, am I gonna be able to fit all the Mumbo bases in that swamp area as Hermitcraft seasons go on, and am I gonna be able to replicate them fast enough to have time between each season? Because I was replicating Season 3's base while Season 4 was going on, and I replicated the main central ring of Season 4's base while Season 5 was going on, and now Season 6 is going on, and Season 4 hasn't been at a state I would call near complete, because I'd call the jumble pretty much near complete. I mean, looking at it, like, the only thing that doesn't work is the redstone, and I wasn't really gonna go back and do the redstone. So I'd say it's pretty much complete. There's nothing else I'd really want to add to the jumble replica. So I kind of am thinking, like, do I want to go on to do the main area in Season 5, or do I want to get Season 4's drone to a state that I would like to call complete? Because when I'm doing the drone thing, I'm not going to be doing the industrial district that was underneath the drone in the actual Season 4, because that's basically just a bunch of redstone and smooth sandstone and red stained clay. So I don't really want to go through doing all of that, because I'd probably go through and, you know, mess up the redstone while trying to get through and get screenshots of things, and it'd end up being more stressful than, I don't know, I guess I'd do it for fun, I guess. So, anyways, I need to find a way to take off. How do I take off from this? There's no... You look like you would be able to fly up here, and then there'd be blocks. I'll just place a slab. Come on, jump. No. Oh, there we go. I haven't had bad luck if you're comparing my takeoffs to Mumbo Jumbo's. I guess this can be a nice view of what it's like to fly over Adventure Series now and seeing all the new terrain. So, fly through there, fly through there. This was more difficult when Punch 2 actually worked. God, now you can see all of the new terrain stuff here. If I have a previous run, which I probably do, you can compare how it looked and, you know, just kind of see, oh, that's how that looked then, and that's how it looks now. So anyways, we're just gonna fly through here. This is the last view that actually shows the area. And if you're wondering what that big red box is over there, oh hey, I flew through that ring perfectly. If you're wondering what that big red box is over there, that's going to be the future spawn of the world. Because the spawn I have in the modern area currently is not that good. And I wanted to update it. By that I mean use the park area from Robotnik Land and claim it to spawn originally made for Adventure Series. So anyways, I guess this is all. We're gonna fly through these last 3 rings of the course. And you know what? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.